Good day all. Carpuride recently reached out to me and they sent me the Carpuride W502B Pro for BMW. Now this is a Android Auto, Apple CarPlay navigation device that plugs on directly onto your BMW navigation Cradle. So today I intend to share with you a quick run through on this device and also my initial thoughts. So if you're interested to know more about the Carpuride W502B Pro for BMW, stay tuned. So there are a number of different navigation Apple CarPlay and Android Auto devices in the market. Some of the popular ones are brands like the Carpuride and also obviously brands like CHIGEE, which has come out with the AI05 Play, AI05 Lite and so on. Now they both support Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, but the CHIGEE device obviously has some added functions whereby it reads from the ECU of your bike and so on. Whereas the Carpuride device is a bit more simpler. It is more towards focusing more on the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, not necessarily reading data from your ECU. Having said that, this device actually comes pretty packed with features as well. Now this here, the one that I've got is the W502B Pro, which is different from the 502. The 502 is the older version, and the difference between these two is the Pro version comes with a barometer, it comes with a compass, it comes with an improved TFT display where it has 800 by 480 pixels. It also has an improved Bluetooth system whereby it allows you to connect two Bluetooth devices onto the device, so that allows you to share music between two Bluetooth devices, two Bluetooth headphones, and it also allows you to have an intercom function as well. So we will run through all those features as we go through this video. But essentially this device here, it comes with this cradle at the back, and this cradle essentially just plugs onto your BMW navigation Cradle. And what happens then is that the power to power on this device will then be supplied by your navigation Cradle. So the beauty about having this is then you don't have to actually wire the bike to have power supply and so on. It's literally just a plug and play device, which is what I like most about it. Now let's just quickly go through what's included in the box when you buy this device. So the beauty about the Carpuride system is, even though it has got a navigation cradle or mount specifically for your BMW motorcycle, it actually allows you to also use it on other bikes, because when you actually buy the device, in the box you will get an instruction manual, which is a very comprehensive instruction manual. You will get the bracket specifically for the BMW Cradle, which has a bit of information in there. But the added benefit is you also get a hard wiring kit, just in case you decide to change your motorcycle down the track and you decide to go down a track of buying a motorcycle that is not a BMW, that doesn't have the navigation Cradle. You can still use the Carpuride device, and you have got a hard wiring kit where you can just wire it to your battery directly. It also comes with a USB wiring loom as well. So if you don't want to wire it into a battery, and if you've got a USB port on your motorcycle, you can actually just connect the USB port to the device, and then that will also work. Besides that, you've also got this RAM mount thing that you can use to mount it on your handlebar. So if you don't have your BMW navigation Cradle and you want to use it on a different bike, here you go, you've got the RAM mount for that. It's not actually RAM, but it's mimicking a RAM mount, so probably a Carpuride version of a RAM mount, I suppose. And you also get fuse to directly wire to your battery, and you get some simple tools in the box, which will come in handy when you need to install them. So that's in a nutshell what's included in the box. I have released a YouTube short on the unboxing, and I'll put the link just up here, and you can watch the YouTube short if you wanted to know more details of the packaging and so on. Alright, now that I've introduced the device to you and what comes in the box, I'm just going to show you a little bit on the bracket here. Now, as I mentioned to you, this bracket is removable. Now, if you look closely, there are a total of 18 pins here, and in the native BMW navigation and so on, all those 18 pins are used because some is for data transmission and some is for power. For the Carpuride device, only the top 4 pins are used because it's only there to transfer power to your device and nothing else. The rest of the 14 pins at the bottom, that's just a dummy cap that looks like pins, but it's actually essentially just a dummy cap. And behind that dummy cap is the screw that helps you remove this bracket in the event you need to remove it. So that cap there, you can just remove it with a small screwdriver, and then that will give you access to the screw at the back of it for you to remove this mounting bracket. Now, why would you remove the mounting bracket? It's only removed if you want to mount it to a different bike that does not have the BMW navigation cradle. Now, as you can also see here, this is where the whole wiring sort of is tucked in. Now, it's connected by this waterproof connecting device, this yellow color bit, and you can see there are 2 parts of the wire. One goes connected to this cradle and one goes into the device to the back. Now, if you are to connect the device via USB or to wire it to your motorcycle battery, then you just undo this clip, this connector. It's waterproof, IP67. You connect the other cables in, which is provided in your pack, and then you're good to go. Alright, so now let's try to mount the Carpuride device to your BMW navigation cradle. First things first, put in your key, unlock the cradle, and then what you do is you pull the lever on your left, make sure it's fully extended up to the end, and then when you look at the bracket, there's these 2 grooves at the top and there's 1 groove at the bottom. You align it because that's got 2 grooves, that's 1 groove. So you put the bottom part in first, and then it clicks in the top part. You can see it's in there. Once it's in, you want to push back this lever on your left, make sure it's fully all the way inside, and on your right there's another lever. You press that lever and make sure it doesn't go in, because that's your eject lever, and if it doesn't go in, then that means that it's secured. And then you try to wiggle it, you can see it's fully secured, good to go. And then you turn this, and that locks the device, so that prevents people from stealing it. You can't actually pull it out, and there you go, safely mounted to your cradle. Alright, now that we have got the device successfully mounted on your motorcycle, let's power it on. Now notice the startup screen. I've got a custom screen here with my channel logo on it. This is something I like about the Carpuride device. You can actually download specific startup screens for it, and there's a method where you can create the bin files, which I will share with you in subsequent videos. But to start, the first icon here is your Apple CarPlay icon, and then you've got your Android Auto. You got your audio output here. Now currently it's on Bluetooth transmission, so that's for your, it has options for your 2 Bluetooth devices, so you can add headphone 1 and headphone 2, and that way you can actually stream music and share the music between the 2 individuals that are connected to the Carpuride device. And also the top one here, this is for your to connect it for your Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Now you can see it's disconnected because I haven't actually connected Android Auto, which I'll run through how to do it shortly. Go back to the home screen, and then here I've got some mountings. So basically what this is your compass, and this is your barometer, which tells you that I'm about 244 meters above sea level, and the compass there, which is quite accurate in my opinion. There is they do provide specific instructions on how you actually calibrate the compass as well. Alright, so that's the compass and the barometer. Going back to the main screen, here we've got phone, which obviously it's not connected at the moment because my handphone isn't connected to it. You can stream music, so if you put in a memory card, there's a memory card slot on your right hand side. No, actually it's on the left hand side. And with that you can actually stream music from your memory card if you choose to do it that way. You can also access your memory card in here. I don't have a memory card in there at the moment, so that's why it's doing that. And then on your settings, it's got very limited settings there, so basically just your language. You can choose to restore your factory settings if you want to, and that gives you your current version that is available. Besides that, you can also, your Wi-Fi information is there, and your Bluetooth information is also there. Now going back, you have done the settings screen. Now on here, this icon here, you've got the screen brightness. You can turn it to manual or auto, and then you've got the wallpaper options. You can change the several options for the wallpaper. You can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 options of wallpaper there, maybe less. And then you've got a help button here, which tells you, gives you information on who you should contact and so on if you've got any issues. Besides that, this is the speaker, the audio. You can set your levels for your voice and for your media. And then you've got your equalizer here with several modes in there. You can select how you want to, that's classic there, and standard. Looks like there's only 2 at the moment. And then you can choose to make it louder than normal, and you can choose to also, increase a certain band if you like to. I'm not too good with this stuff, so I'll just leave it to the standard option. So that's the main user interface, and then now we'll move on to connecting Android Auto. Now, before we get into the Android Auto side of connections, I just want to clarify the method of connection, right? So there are 2 methods of Bluetooth connection to this device. So the first, obviously, you got your phone, and then you got the Carpuride device. Now, the best method, in my opinion, is you connect your Bluetooth headset, whichever one you're using. So, for example, I've got this SES S9 here, which is one of my older one. I currently use the Cradle. This is just my spare new unit and for demonstration purpose. So you would connect your Bluetooth intercom device to your phone. Connect that to your phone and leave it as is. And then what you would do is you would connect your phone to the Carpuride, right? And this, in my opinion, is the best way of audio streaming. Now, there is also a second option, as I mentioned, remembering that we talked about the music function here, where we can have 2 intercoms. So if you want to use that functionality where you want to share the music with your rider, pillion rider, and so on, then what you would do is you would disconnect your Bluetooth from your phone, and then what you do is you connect your phone to the Carpuride, and then you connect your Bluetooth devices to the Carpuride. So that's the second option. Now, I don't think this option is really necessary, to be honest, because if you are using a device like a Cardо, any comms device, they allow intercom functionality already, and most of them already also have a function to share music. So you really don't need to go through the Carpuride device, to be honest. I would strongly recommend that you connect your Bluetooth headset to your mobile phone and connect your mobile phone to the Carpuride. I think that's going to give you the best and the most stable connection that you need. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to try to connect Android Auto. I only have an Android phone, so that's what I'm going to do. Android Auto, you click that button there. It gives you a warning. So basically it says that you need to make sure that you have Android 11 and above. So if you've got anything below Android version 11, it is not going to work. So what you need to do in the first instant is you need to connect to the Wi-Fi of the phone. So basic on the Carpuride. So you go into Wi-Fi, and then you search for Carpuride, and then the password, as I mentioned, is here. So if you go into Wi-Fi password there, the password 1 2 3 4 6 8 times. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Show password, and then you connect. So it's connected, and then technically now you should be able to get into Android Auto. So no, it looks like it wants you to connect via Bluetooth as well. So I would then go into settings, go into Bluetooth, and then discoverable, and then go here, go into my Bluetooth, and then pair new device. Searching, as you can see, Carpuride Bluetooth. Search this one, Pixel 6 Pro, and then you go pair. That's it, you're paired. Now you should theoretically connect, but for some reason it's not. Let's work out why it's not.
2 hours later.
So I figured what the problem was. It's because I somehow or other got disconnected on the Wi-Fi. So now that I've connected back on the Wi-Fi, remembering because it doesn't actually have internet, your phone often would automatically switch back to a different network. So that's something you got to bear in mind. So now if I go into here, still not working. I wonder why. Connecting to Carpuride. There you go, it's connected. You can see Android Auto there. Now if I go here and I am connected to Android Auto. Good, that's done. So that was fairly easy, just a bit fiddly I think at the start, but it works. Now remembering that the Carpuride device, the only function of the BMW Cradle here is only to power the device. You can't use your wonder wheel on your BMW, and really everything is going to be basically touchscreen. So again, you've got your Android Auto interface there. For music, I use YouTube Music, and you can sort of go to your library and albums and select all the music that you want, songs, whatever you feel like hearing. It should technically connect to your Bluetooth headset. And then if you go back there, that is your maps. I tend to use Waze for most of the time, but if you wanted to use a different app, you can. Anyway, you can go into settings here. This is basically just your Android Auto settings. You won't use much of this, to be honest. Once you set it up, it's all good to go. And then if you click this button and you hit that again, that should then take you into your Android Auto screen, and there you will have a lot of your apps for you to use. You can use things like Spotify, Amazon Music, and so on for you to transmit or hear music. You can use navigation apps like My Route. You can use Google Apps as well. Google Maps. Where's my Google Maps? Here you go. This is Google Maps. You can use Google Maps as well. And if you wanted to make a phone call, you can access there. You can call your friends, whoever it is that you need to call. So it's all basically touchscreen, pretty simple. Now, like any other Android Auto device, remembering that this device is dependent on your phone. So whatever it's getting on there is from your phone. You connect your phone to this, and then you keep your phone in your pocket. Again, this device, the benefit of having a device like that on your motorcycle is that your phone is protected. These devices, they don't overheat easily. They operate at like hot days they operate pretty well. On cold days they also operate pretty well, unlike your phone where it gets heated up and then it shuts down. So this will preserve the battery life on your phone and ensure that you have longer use of it. And if you need to charge your phone, it's more easy to just leave your phone in your bag somewhere with your power bank or something, and then your phone will keep on charging, and that way you don't lose functionality. And this is also, in my opinion, easier to navigate if you needed to do anything. So that's the one of the beauty of it. Now once you are in your Android Auto screen, for any reason if you needed to go back to your Carpuride main screen, all you do is you select, there should be exit button here, and that should take you back into your main screen here for any reason if you wanted to use it for anything at all. Alright, so I hope the initial run through connection setting up, that quick video, I hope it actually made sense. Now a few things to remember about the Carpuride device. It does not offer over-the-air updates, so in order to update the device you'll have to download it manually from the Carpuride website, and then what you do is you will have to put it on your memory card, and then you insert the memory card into the device, and then just follow the prompts. It should generally just automatically update for you that way. So you can just go onto the website or even the Carpuride social media page, and they will have updates on there, or if they'll have information on there if there's a new update available and so on. Now so that's one thing to remember. The other thing is in terms of personalization, you get a bit more extra personalization in this. I'm sure you have seen the startup screen where I had my channel logo on it. So there is a method that you can actually create a bin file, you put it in the memory card, you insert it into the device, and then it'll update the bin file. So what that does is it replaces the startup screen which says Carpuride. You can replace the startup Carpuride screen with any display that you want, any image that you want. It's up to you really. So it's quite possible. You just have to make sure that you've got the right resolution, and I'll share in subsequent videos how I actually did that. I want to thank my friend Simran for actually helping me with setting up the bin file on this occasion, and I'll figure out how to get it done and share with you the process in for future videos. Now in terms of pricing, Carpuride is really competitively priced. So currently there is a bit of a discount going on their website, and they price about between just under the $400 mark. So they are much more cheaper than devices like the CHIGEE, for example. So the CHIGEE prices about $700 to $800, whereas this one prices about $400. The good news is, if you use my discount code, I've got the referral links and my discount code in the comment section below. It gives you an additional 30% discount on getting one of these devices, and that should bring the price to the high 200s, so between $280 I want to say, but you'll have to check it out on the website, and please do use my links. Now again, using my links is of benefit to you because you obviously enjoy a discount, but it's also a benefit to me because I get a kickback from it, and that helps me with the channel. So thank you guys. I hope that quick video was helpful, and if you have any questions on the device, please yell out, please get in touch, and I'll be more than happy to help you with any questions at all. And also just before we end, I just want to talk a little bit on who is this device made for. So remembering that these devices, they are actually dependent on your mobile phone, so you need your mobile phone to connect and to get this thing to run, right? So it uses apps like Google Maps, Google Maps, Apple Maps, Waze. So these are all internet based maps. You can download offline maps, so that way if you're in an area where you're out of coverage, it'll still work. Now TomTom app also works with Android Auto, and you've got My Route app that also works with Android Auto. So you can download those apps, and those are subscription based apps, and they don't require you to have Wi-Fi connectivity in order to work. So all that needs is GPS, which you got on your phone anyway. So even if you didn't have this device and you had your phone and you were stranded in the jungle somewhere or in the bush somewhere and there's no connectivity, if you had a TomTom app or a My Route app, then that should technically work using the GPS system. So whatever works on your phone should technically work on this device. You will need to test it out. Now I haven't actually ridden the bike with the Carpuride device on, so I haven't been able to test the OK Google or the voice command functionality on the Carpuride. I know it does not work on the CHIGEE at the moment, so I'm interested to see how it would work on the Carpuride. Once I have an update, I will put it in the description below, but I'm sure in my next follow-up video where I do a test run on the motorcycle, I should be able to share with you that information if the voice command actually works. Now again, going back to who this device is made for, if you are not fussed about data coming from your BMW and so on, then this works pretty well. But if you want that additional functionality, then there are other devices out there which may be of better, I suppose, technologically a bit more advanced, but they come with a more expensive price tag. This one again is cheaper. It still offers a lot of the same functionality. As I said, it's waterproof, IP67 rated, it's got a fairly good display. It also comes with a shade that shades it from sunlight. The screen itself has got an automatic display function as well, and the Bluetooth functionality is pretty good in it. The form factor is good. The build quality seems to be quite reasonable in my opinion. So I think it will do the job, and if you are a bit on a budget or you want to get something cheaper, you're not too sure if Apple CarPlay, Android Auto device is what you want, then definitely this is something you can try out. But again, if you wanted something which integrates better with the motorcycle, you want to use the Wonder Wheel and so on, then this is not for you, right? And again, if you are going to spend 99% of your riding time in the bush, in areas where there's no connectivity, then I think that a better device for you would be a standalone navigation like a Garmin or something like that would give you, like Garmin Enrich and so on, that will give you better, I suppose, support when you are stranded in the bush and so on. So this is more for the daily commuter, riding to work, occasional ride over the weekend and so on. You want to enjoy music, you want to be able to change your music, you want a bit of a clear map, something a bit fancier. You got an older bike, you want to give it a bit of a modern touch. Yeah, so that's who this is actually for. So nevertheless, they are great devices. I am yet to test it out and use it further, and I will share with you my updates as they come across. So anyway, I've spoken about the affiliate links. You can also check out, you can also support me on Buy Me a Coffee page or Coffee. I've got the links in the description below. You can also follow me on Instagram and also on my Facebook page. And thank you so much for your support. Really do appreciate it. And please, if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Do like, do share, do subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you guys. Bye bye.